ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me for the low tone of my voice. Welcome to episode 35. We're here with Shireen, and we have the amazing comedian Dan Stevens on, and Carl obviously is here. And I have an announcement. This is my last day. I didn't want to be fucking just telling people, like, just, this is my last day as a 47-year-old man. It's my birthday tomorrow.
No way.
Yeah, did you think I was going to say something else?
Yeah. I was like, lovely, I have the podcast myself.
So I should have said Shireen's last day, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm all excited.
Happy birthday,
Yeah, can't wait. I love it. Every year I get fucking old and better looking. You know what I mean?
Get it,
Isn't
get
it?
it. Yeah. I
But
feel like aging like fine wine.
listen, that's the way we roll from Tala. Don't know what it's like. Obviously, it
Where
doesn't
are you
work for
from?
Blanchardstown.
I'll
It
text
doesn't
you
work.
tomorrow anyway with that.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't work as well for people from Blanchardstown. Tala, we age like a good wine. In Blanchardstown, they do the opposite.
It's a Tala thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people say that I could be 60 or 20, you know.
That's, it could be.
There's no in between.
Yeah, easily 60, I think.
Yeah,
Anyways, friends, welcome to the show. Give it up for everybody. Thanks.
Stephen, you just
Sorry, I didn't cut him
Dan,
back
you
off.
just cut you
Dan,
off.
you called him. His name is Dan Stevens. I know you had this problem at the start as well. I was called Stephen. I just, the first once or twice.
Maybe you look like a Stephen.
Stephen
Well,
Stevens.
It's the second time you've called me Stephen since I got here, so.
Right, okay. I apologise.
You're on there last warning.
Okay. Okay.
I'll run out. I'll get out of here.
I was going to ask, what will you do if she says it again?
I'll storm out.
Yeah, do. I would.
Storm out. Not even walk out. Storm.
Look.
Slam
Stephen,
everything. Slam
I'm
the
sorry.
doors.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Steve.
No way. Steve,
Right,
you
yeah,
can't,
cool.
if you're not watching, if you're listening, Stephen has a beautiful head of hair. He's a big long mullet. So I'm assuming if you storm, you flick your hair as well, do you?
Dan, it is.
Sorry, Dan.
What is this?
I know about fucking 4 years or something. Sorry, Dan.
Dan the man.
That's your
That's
fault.
my fault.
That's your fault.
Steve.
Steve. He's so fucking relaxed.
I can't believe I've called
we
him
got
that.
Not for long.
Yeah,
What?
he's the
Not for
opposite.
long.
Okay. But come here. Let's.
He's the opposite of me and you.
I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel that temper's coming up.
I'm telling you. My lips are starting to go.
Sorry, the quiver of lips. Sorry, Steve. Dan.
Stop.
Dan. Sorry, but Dan is an amazing comedian. Do you want to, before we go right into it and get a big interview on all the trauma of your life, and as well, I just wanted to thanks for coming on. I just thought to myself, you were obviously going to be super busy with Pride Month, and I thought we're never going to get this.
I love a good pack of lions, all right.
Oh, I can have a feeling it's going to be.
It's going to be nuts. Sorry,
Okay.
I thought you were going to be busy for Pride Month, but obviously the guys don't like it. So, but in the meantime, we have a new sponsor, Shireen.
We do. We have a sponsor, and they go by the name of Connect Travel.
Connect Travel, give it up. Thank you very much for our new sponsor coming in. This is a great sponsor, by the way. I'm loving the fact that we're sponsored by a holiday travelling rep.
Yeah.
Is that what it be under?
Yeah, like it's definitely a travel agent rep. It's a new thing.
Right.
It is your typical flights accommodation.
Right.
But what we're really boasting on is the packages that we offer.
Right.
And what we celebrate. So
Okay.
we do hen, stags, birthday parties, anniversaries, but we're setting a trend. And I don't know, you mightn't have heard of this, Dan, like trending sober holidays.
Yeah, that sounds great. I know
Right.
that they're doing the raves and all now sober, aren't they, as well?
They're doing
Kind
sober
of raves and
yeah.
stuff like that, but it's rightly so.
So I'm doing it with Jason Bourne. Two of us have set the thing up together.
Comedian?
No.
Oh, sorry.
He always does this. Jason Bourne from Ballymun.
We all know what the fuck Jason Bourne is at this stage.
How could you not?
Punch climbing mountains left, right and centre.
What's his name? Stephen, what?
Yeah.
So
Steve Burton.
So basically, we setting that trend, just fuck.
Yes.
We're setting that trend.
Yeah. For a sober holiday.
For a sober holiday.
Yeah.
Because now, as I said, hen stags, all that, your typical Oceans Beach Club. But with the sober holiday, I've been, as you know, going abroad with Jay for some time now.
Yeah.
And I drink, you know, I do drink. I'm not in recovery. Jay is in recovery, you know. But I don't drink when I go away with Jay because we just have so much fun.
Yeah, I get
And
you.
I never realised how much fun I could actually have travelling around, driving every morning, getting up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, not wasting the day sitting in a pub all day. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Joe loves that. Do you know what I mean? Joe loves getting up in the mornings, going to the pub, and then onto a rave all day.
Second, you're making me out to be...
I believe it's called a bender.
You're making me out to be a fucking legend.
Yeah, but Jay has done a lot of exploring in the sobriety field, and we've put together a lot of packages that would suit somebody that's travelling that doesn't, you know, I think a lot of people feel like...
It is a really good idea.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel like, oh, if you go away, you're going to be drinking all week. It's not the case.
I do it, and I just, sorry to cut, and like the connect thing is, and I'm definitely going to book one of this and go on the sober ones. I really would, just for that, because I know you'll get more in, excursion-wise and all that. But you know what wouldn't be a bad little one as well? Would there be a half and half, and you literally have to stick it, so you do like 2 full days of excursions or something, and then the rest, and like boat parties and shit, you know what I mean? Go to the bleeding nightclubs, boat parties. So you do that. So we wouldn't want to do the excursion things after the hangover. So you land in, get in with your reps. Maybe that'd be a good little thing as well. Half and half, 50-50. It's a really good idea. I do sober holidays when I go to America. I don't drink a lot. I'm over there with my brother, and I just have the kids, and it's completely. So when I go to Spain, I like to do it around. But that sounds like a great idea. I'm delighted. So
and we also do Caminos. We've just linked in with Caminos now, and so do you know what? Jay has the tagline to a T, but I keep forgetting it. Your party, your way, we connect it.
Brilliant. Sounds great. Well done. Thank you very much, Connect, for giving us a sponsor, and we're looking forward to seeing more stuff from.
So with the sober holiday, like, how do they know? Is there someone watching it?
Well, the thing is, we did discuss that. But
so like
you know,
Ned Bry, you know, when Michael Collins, he's some fella sitting at the far table seeing if you're
watching,
or do you get sent home? I mean, but I know it's a commitment to do it, isn't it? So,
and I think really basically it's aimed at people that just want to connect it in different ways. Yeah. Like we're doing singles holidays, couples holidays. Right. That's it. Like we're doing it, everything. Yeah, we're doing it all. So, but we want to set that trend for sober holidays so people feel invested. Yeah. And we are setting one up for Rise Above It. They're all going, all booked. All of us, about 15 of us.
Brilliant.
Going on. In September, and we've booked them in the Formula 1 cars. 3 hours, sunrise, catamaran, water park, and then bottomless brunch.
That sounds amazing.
Brilliant.
I was trying to make a stupid joke there,
but you didn't. You
didn't land.
You didn't land it. I'm sorry.
Keep that one in. If we do a bad joke, we cut it out. All this stuff stays in, even especially the shit stuff.
Is this going to be a joking podcast?
No, it's not. We're serious. So I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to stay in about straight away first. That we're on the subject about sober holidays. Do you, Mr. Dan Stevens, wish that you had a sober holiday in America?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
Because I went to Florida. I actually went to Florida 3 times in 2024. Because I was starting to build a bit of a
friendship,
build a bit of a reputation in the comedy.
Brilliant.
Over there. I was starting to do well enough, and went in March. That went well. Went in July, bit better again.
Deadly.
And then November I had my own headline show there in a small comedy club.
That's
and
brilliant.
It was great. Everything was going great. And then I was doing a show on a Tuesday night in a place called the Moon Room in Melbourne, Florida, which is on the east coast of Florida.
Right.
And good people there, all that. Anyway, after I went outside, no intention of doing any drinking or anything like that. Tuesday night, I was about 40 minutes from where I was camping. I was primitive camping. I was in a tent.
Camping? You went over to Florida camping? Fucking crocodiles and shit.
It's just cheap.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. And it was good, a good experience.
Right, okay.
You know.
Yeah, I love camping.
So obviously there's a camping zone.
Yeah,
you don't just go Americans have guns and shit. You don't just go into someone's land.
No, it is someone's land, but they have a campsite made. Sorry. And then met a fella who was, his granddad was after dying. Oh. He was standing outside looking kind of melancholy, you know, outside the comedy club. He was a comedian.
A little bit tiddly.
Maybe his set didn't go great either. That's probably why, but...
What the fuck is melancholy?
Melancholy.
Smelly what?
Wistful.
Wistful. Oh.
Melancholy.
Whimsical.
Tiddlywinks.
Whimsical's a bit lighter than wistful.
Sorry, I don't know. You just don't be using big words around me, please. Sorry,
Can I hear what you're saying about your
come on.
sober?
Yeah, so he was like, my grandpa died, and I was like, all right. And then he's like, I'm gonna go to the karaoke bar now. And I was like, who are you going with? He's like, I'm going by myself. I was like, Jesus, I'll go and have a drink with you.
Sounds right.
One drink turned into. I remember going into this place.
Wow.
Sounds really serial killerish.
You're just nuts.
Sorry, go on.
What does?
The fact that there was a bloke standing on his porch crying gave us some story about.
No, not the porch. Outside the comedy club.
Oh, he's outside the comedy club.
He's a comedian.
Oh, we was.
I
Met him.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I didn't know that bit.
So I had known him from before.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
But anyway, we ended up going to a bar, and I remember going into this pub. It has a comedy open mic once a week, and it has a music, like a karaoke night there, and karaoke's on a Tuesday.
Deadly.
It was on this night, so there's a bit of crack in the bar, and I remember parked outside, and I was looking at the taps, and I was like, I'll get a light one now. I'll get something low strength beer here. But there was no numbers on the taps, so I chanced it, and I ended up getting a real strong one.
Fuck.
And then I enjoyed that, and then I had another 2 or something. And then the woman behind the bar chose out a few honey whiskies.
Oh, Lord.
Had one of them. A couple more beers. Had about 5 beers or something. I'd say.
Fuck
and then
that's a lot.
well,
Not for the.
That's not a lot.
A bit for the fella of your stature.
I'd been up since
fella,
about 6 in the morning as well, 5 or 6.
Oh, bollocks as well, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up going back. He introduced me to these 2 women. There was like a Ukrainian woman and another woman, and they invite me back to their house. So I drove back to the house, only about 2 minutes.
You velvet.
Back to the house,
did.
and
nothing had stopped him.
no, she says you can sleep on the couch. I was like, fair enough, no problem, no ill intent here. I'll just come back for a drink, yourself.
Coffee.
So I got back anyway, and got back to the house, her and her friend, and they start acting extremely weird. And then her son was there on the couch I was supposed to be sleeping on.
This is getting strange.
Like a headset and all on, playing some shooter game.
No,
I was like, here, what's going on here?
Could have me bed.
I was like
Staying there.
drinking a gin and tonic, looking at him going, what? And then his ma was acting real weird.
In what way? What was she? What?
On the phone to someone, probably her ex or something. I don't know what was going on.
And what was the story? The other lady, woman.
She was just talking at me.
Shy.
I wasn't even listening anymore. She was talking shy.
Yeah.
And she's kind of a hillbilly, She no front teeth or anything.
Is this a joke?
No, I swear to God. It sounds like
the type of women he attracts. I'm going to say that. I know Stephen a long time. Sorry, Dan. We're very close. Sorry.
Anyway,
Not that
back to the hillbillies.
The last straw was, I says to the young fella, by accident, I had a few on me.
Yeah.
And I said to him, how do you put up with her? About his own mother.
Oh.
And he turned on me then. He's like, that's my mom. I was like, Jesus.
Shit.
I said, I'm out of here. I'm sleeping in the car.
That's my mama.
So, yeah. I went out to the car then. I said, I'll sleep here, but it was parked a bit crooked.
Yeah.
Then one thing led to another. Next thing you know, I'm driving back to the campsite. Yeah, and I'm 2 minutes down the road. Police car parked in the middle of the road.
In the middle of the road. Oh, shit.
Just the lights on and all. Then I kind of bottled it. I was like, what am I doing?
Oh, Lord.
And I pulled in to outside this businesses, like 3 or 4 businesses.
Yeah.
And there's a little car park. And I pulled in. I said, I'll sleep here. I'm not doing this. I'm not drink driving here.
Yeah.
2 seconds later, they follow in behind me,
Oh, God, no, me
and torch in the window.
And were you trying to sleep at this stage? You pulled
No,
in.
I barely put the head. I was just there.
Do you not think about just pulling in and getting out of the car and going to the shop or something? Because if you're out of the car and you get back on, you said, I just had a foot. And it was drunk.
It was 5 in the morning.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't much out. But
Right, okay.
set me window. They got me to roll down my window. And I made a total fool of myself then. Because they were like, sir, what's your reason for pulling in when you saw us back there?
Oh,
I said, I'm staying in there. I said, I just took a complete chance that it was a accommodation.
Yeah.
I'm staying in there. He goes, sir, that is a tyre repair shop. I was like, I must be in the wrong.
Yeah, that's why I booked it, because I was too tired.
God.
I was too tired, so I booked the tyre
What's
place.
he like?
Thought I had a flat there.
Sorry.
So yeah, anyway.
I thought I had a flat.
No, I
That's the
can't.
best place to book
I
it.
can't.
That's the best place to book a flat in a tire shop.
I'm waiting for them to open. It's steaming. It's not funny, by the way. I don't condone drink driving.
of
but
course
No,
you don't.
no.
And I hadn't drank there at all, and I was there like 3 weeks already, and I hadn't drank at all, and had to do that walking in a straight line test and all.
Oh, Lord.
Stand on one leg and all that.
They actually do that. That's a
All that.
thing.
Did you get done in it?
Yeah, they handcuffed me and
Stop.
in the back of the car. Ended up down in the police station for the night for about 4 or 5 hours. Breath test. Then brought to the county jail. Then shackles.
So, because we always did the bit about in America. So the way we'd call it prison, air prisons like Mount Joy and stuff. But the prison is jail. Because not the way they say you're going to jail.
Yeah.
They go to jail. It's different than prison.
It's the same thing, different name.
Yeah, no. So you go to jail when you're like after being arrested. You get arrested, and you bring to jail, and then you're held there till you
so
find
that's
out what's
like
going.
the cells.
So it's
That's right.
so like even before you get convicted, then you go to prison.
you
only go to prison when you get convicted, like. Apparently jail, but then they have cells. A cell is in the police station. Then you'd have a separate fucking building, depending on how big the area is. That's jail.
It's very confusing.
No,
isn't
no, it's nuts, and then you go to prison then. But that's the truth anyway.
So would you recommend sober holidays to people, Stephen?
Absolutely.
Stephen. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Dan.
Dan. Apologies.
God.
It's the weather. It's the weather.
This is a disgrace.
Sorry, it's Dan.
Very hot in
Just
here.
say Dan.
Dan the man.
You have to do it more.
Dan.
I have to
That's how it's
say
done.
more Stevens than I have in my family.
Just think about him being desperate.
Yeah.
Very desperate, Dan. That's
It's
what
all
we
right.
went
Well,
back to.
I would have said Dan the man.
So you're going back to the... So this is what happens for starters. You're seeing two bleeding mutts, hillbillies. That was that was straight away, or you should be locked up for that.
Like a bee to honey I was.
Was it? The bee to honey. The bees not make the honey, right? They sure it's not the nectar.
Anyway, go on, what were you saying?
I just
So-
know it's going to be an all-round joking
Sorry,
podcast.
no. So you did that. Now, obviously, what was your prison time at jail like?
Well, I went from Palm County Police Station, about an hour to Brevard County Jail. That's where you get put in the jumpsuit. They strip you,
My God.
shackle you. The whole lot.
Fucking hell.
Your mundo was orange, like.
No, it was navy.
Nice.
Yeah.
She looked like you were going to work.
Yeah,
Were you shitting?
Figure out of overalls.
Were you shitting, yeah?
absolutely. And then into a big pod then, there was about 80 prisoners.
No.
70 or 80 prisoners, yeah.
You just, I'm not being, hopefully if you can watch this, if you're not watching this, go on to YouTube and watch this. I don't think you look like a guy that's easily intimidated. If Anton, you looked like the intimidator, doesn't he? Like if you were in prison with him, Carl, and he got put and sitting beside you, would you be like, do you know who I am? You'd be shitting yourself, wouldn't you? Be sitting beside you with one of them jumpsuits on and start smiling at you.
My name is Stephen Daniels.
So did you make friends in prison? How was prison?
There was actually...
Only joking,
very
and he
nice.
makes...
They're very nice.
Very
Hey,
nice
the
people.
I met
prisoners-
some lovely... I still talk to one fella on Instagram.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah. Salt
You
of the
talked
earth.
to one of the prisoners.
Salt of the earth.
Really?
So one fella, I got on very well with him. Well, when I initially
What was
walked
he
in,
in for? Do you know?
I think he beat up his wife.
Wow, sounds
Yeah,
like a
I think
lovely
so.
guy.
Yeah. That's what I got. They don't really...
I'm making a face there in case
Yeah,
you're not
he
watching.
was.
I
He
was
did
doing
make
that.
face.
You're not
I
supposed to
rolled my
tell
eyes.
each other what you really did, but he kind of
Oh.
said... See, the thing about it is you forget that when people are actually in the jail, they're sober and they're not under the influence of
Yeah,
anything.
so they're not-
So they're acting like their best selves.
Oh
probably.
yeah,
To
they're
try and-
trying to be and let
Yeah.
themselves come
Yeah.
across as nice
So they
people.
were all like, all right,
And
except
that was-
when I walked in, there was a gang of black fellas that intimidated me straight away.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
That's the truth.
No, I don't care. You can't say black fellas intimidate. That's just racist, isn't it? Is it not? No, I don't know. Is it?
This is definitely going to be an edit.
It's not an edit. You can't do a black and
I made friends with them.
Ah,
In the
well,
end,
there,
that's
stick
good.
it
You
in.
have to be
Stick
friends.
it in.
Yeah.
Have to be friends.
No, I did.
But
when
you
I-
got for you.
They were
it
shouting
was-
at me when
So
I
here,
walked in.
can I say this question? What was the sex like?
I don't know. Oh,
I don't know. I was put asleep. I don't know. They choked me out. Did you have
Very
much sex
hard
in
bed.
there? I'm just saying. I just heard
I
it's
was only
great.
in for half a night.
Half a night.
Yeah, didn't get time. I need to get to know people.
Yeah.
Did he have to bail you out? Like, did you get bail?
Luckily I had a friend, another comedian guy that I know him fairly well, but I got his number off my phone, rang him, and he came out and bailed me out with cash. I tried to use my AIB card to bail out in the jail, but there was a suspected fraud thing, and it wouldn't let it go through,
God's sake.
which was really frustrating.
That's nuts though. Isn't it bad now to think that you're going away, you have to bring your bank and go, listen, can you get any transactions from prison?
Just let me out. I need bail.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going on holidays. I might end up in prison, so if it shows up on me.
Don't decline that. It's actually legit. I'm locked up over here.
I got flagged, you know, so he came out, and what a lifesaver. He got me bailed out. I was in the county jail for about 12 hours, I'd say, or something. So, got to see the dinner time. And
Is it like that where they go up the tray?
Yeah, so your man comes out and shouts, he's like, chow down.
Chow down.
That's what he says.
Chow down?
Yeah, chow down.
Would have been buzzing off
Chow
that.
down.
And they didn't let you have your phone, would have been video and everything, but you weren't allowed your phone, were you?
No.
Would have been recording.
And I had a neighbour in the nenext bunk, Little Dirty. He's me mate.
Little Dirty? Is that his nickname?
I gave him all of me dinner, actually. Because I thought I'd be getting out sooner. I was starved.
It sounds like you were fucking. Do you want my dinner? Do you want a cup of water? It just sounds
I thought you had to, like, you had to kind of bribe them so that you get in with the gang then. You know?
Right, yeah, of course.
And did you actually get in with a gang?
Well, yeah, the black lads.
And was there?
And even though you look white supremacist, you
look
quite.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, but you do look quite redneckish, doesn't he?
This actually stops me getting a redneck. Stop making jokes.
You know, Joe, this is
serious.
Serious, Joe.
Well, it's not fucking. It's funny.
It's funny, but it's serious.
If something serious happens on holidays and you make it home, you have to make a light of it. We spoke about this fucking when our parents had passed away.
Yeah,
we made jokes about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this is funny. So Little
Dirty met Big Dan.
Yeah. But there was also a fella, Little Dirty. I gave it to him, right? No, listen. Calm down. I'm sweating here. No.
In the prison, you gave Little Dirty in the prison.
Then he gave it back to me.
Oh, Lord. No, it's getting worse.
Go on.
No, so there's a bit of meatloaf, right? It was the worst food I ever seen. And I never tried meatloaf.
I love
and I was curious.
Me neither.
I love meatloaf, yeah.
So, don't say he's a good singer.
Bad out of hell, go on.
So I gave him the plate and he's like, oh, thanks, man. Then I was kind of looking at it and I was like, oh, fuck it anyway. I shouldn't have given him that. So I went back to him and said, I negotiated with him then.
You did not?
I did. I said, look, just give us half the meatloaf. I want to try it. I've never tried it before.
Really?
Absolutely rotten.
Was it?
Yeah, cold.
Imagine he said no.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be arguing with him.
Right, okay.
And is he the one that you said in contact with?
No, Shane is your man's name.
He was Irish, was he?
No, American, real redneck guy.
Right.
About 6'6", like just looks like just a beast of a man.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And you still talk to him?
People, aren't they?
I talk to him still, yeah.
That's deadly.
What was he in prison for? Do you know what you say?
He was something to do with his...
The wife beating GBH or whatever.
That's what you hinted at, but you don't really know whether to say what you did or not in there.
Yeah.
So...
I don't like him. If he was a wife.
I don't like him either. I don't like him.
But if he's your friend, we'll deal with that.
No, I don't give a fuck. I still don't like him.
Yeah, I think that's what he did, innit?
No, not guilty by association. That doesn't mean that you're...
No.
Do you know what I mean? You're not guilty.
You get a towel going in, toothbrush. Toothbrush, right?
Toothbrush, but it's help you, baby.
There was a towel and there was just one hole in it. No, there wasn't. There was loads of holes in it. Was
it horrible?
And a comb you get. Because you want to be looking well, don't you? I remember getting the comb going, this is the last place I want to be looking well in here.
The bit of lipstick and all.
I actually want to look rough.
Yeah. That's nuts.
So you wouldn't go back there again?
I wouldn't. No, definitely not.
Are you barred from America now with that?
I'm on probation, so I got charged.
That's nuts.
So a year's probation. I had to get an attorney. I wanted to do everything right, when I got out. So
of course.
I got an attorney for a year, went through the courts. Basically, it kept getting postponed. And
so did you have to keep going back and forward from
No, I was able to do it from home.
Oh, right.
So it got...
Was there a chance that you were going to get, like, if you got a sentence, would you have to get...
Would you having to go back and hand yourself in?
What's that called when you come over and take it and bring you back?
Deported, exported, extradited.
She went every part.
Deported, exported, extradited.
All the part, double part, airport. Yeah, it's a deportation. If you were, would the Americans come for you? I
don't know. If you did something serious, yeah. But
you wouldn't be allowed back in for definite. You'd be arrested if you did.
Exactly, and I think I got the thing reduced from a DUI misdemeanor, which is the lowest, because it was .01 over the limit only.
Oh, what's that? Was
I didn't hit anybody, didn't do any damage.
Yeah, you're nothing else. You're seeing the police, you're pulling off the road. Yeah. But either way, you're still fucking drunk driving. That's bad.
And I got reduced on my attorney. Got it
reduced. The fucking
we had this people have drink drivers. Same as my man.
Both have,
but we're not going to put
hatred towards drink drivers, and that's the real reason why you're here.
Because we wanted to set you up and we wanted to talk to you about that.
Actually, we're going to beat him up.
No, Carl was going.
Carl says he's going to beat you up.
This episode will be called Stephen the Drunk Driver, will it?
Actually, that's it.
Come here though, no, on a serious note, thanks for telling us that, because that's really interesting, and we are promoting sober holidays.
Yes.
For that reason.
Yeah. Do not
go to Spain, get drunk and drive. Or go to Florida.
One thing I will say is that I had to do this victim impact panel online thing, and after doing that, like seriously, I wouldn't be drink driving again. I did learn a very good lesson from it.
So the impact, and what was that? Was that in the case of other people that were affected by drunk drivers?
Yeah. Either the victims or the people doing it, and how it ruined their life when they got charged, and it was very helpful.
That's a good thing. That's
really good. I actually agree with the system mostly.
That's good.
Like
so anyone that's convicted of drink driving has to do this kind of course thing on the impact of what drink driving.
Yeah, it's something like that over here. Do you think?
I've never heard of it, but they should.
If anyone knows if they do something like that, if you're caught drink driving, I'm sure there has to be, isn't it?
I've never heard of it, to be honest. Now, I know there's impact statements in course someone dies.
Yeah, of course.
Well, but I didn't know, just come home and do a course. That's very powerful, and that's well done, Florida.
Well done for you.
Exactly.
So what's the next step for
I wanted to ask you, so that's the whole drunk drive thing, and well done, you're home safe and you're not going back, and you're doing good.
I'll go back when the thing is over. I'll probably go back and try and build on what I had there comedy-wise.
That's brilliant.
But for the moment, I'll just make
and you're not going to drink drive again?
No.
So lessons learned?
Absolutely not. And,
perfect.
And when it happened, before I went over there, I was having a few points sometimes and driving over here.
Right.
But I wouldn't be probably over the limit, but that's cut out now.
It's gone. Do you know I wouldn't even have a glass of wine and drink?
Do you know what it is? I don't know maybe if it's over that, it's that whatever age group, but I know you're in around the same age as me, Dan, because it's written all over you. But I think it's even because when we were younger, there was easily the laws weren't even you couldn't drink. You could drink and drive. Like
could you?
The ad was fucking just have two, that'll do. That's what the fucking ads were. Like
really?
Back in the fucking early 80s. I'm nearly sure, I might be wrong, but I'm nearly sure the ads were, because there was the limit. Now it's zero, because it was brought down every time. Right. Like, you can't even have one fucking point. Then what's the point in having 1 point? Yeah. But anything can impair you.
Anything. I would never even have a glass of wine drinking.
But that's what they say, the tiredness things as well about drivers.
Pulling over. Yeah,
they have the same.
But I want to go back to Dan for a minute. Sorry, Joe.
Steve.
Stan.
We can go with that.
Stan.
Meet in the middle.
You did mention, I don't know if this is a joke because you're about comedians, so you like to mess a bit, but you said about we want to talk about your trauma and stuff.
Oh, we was messing at the start, but I do know we had. I do know we had to be having a bad time before you come into the comedy. Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, no problem.
So can I hear about that, because I don't know?
Yeah, so my brother Dylan, he would have been going 40 in July, and we're just very close. You know, the brother who you share the bedroom with and grow up with him, our best pals growing up, and then Jason, it must have been about 2016 or 2017 he started showing signs of mental health issues.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia.
Really?
Was coming in. He was having we don't know what it was driven by. Initially it was diagnosed as delayed onset drug induced psychosis.
Right. Fucking hell. And without, you don't have to say, would you think, was he drinking, drugging or whatever?
I think to cope with it he was, because he thought that he was having like persecutory delusions. Wow. Which is,
what's that?
He dropped out of his final year of college in like 2015 just walked off one day. I think it kind of started then.
So he's had to be doing college and doing his...
he was a personal trainer.
Wow.
Paid underage for Dublin. He was like, great.
So first of all, what was his name?
Dylan.
Dylan. And how old was he when he was in college doing studying and stuff like that?
He would have been
10 years ago, so 29.
Around that, yeah.
And was there no signs before that or anything?
Not really.
No.
He was always the one to, when we were younger, we'd session a lot, drink a lot, and he'd always be the last one up.
Yeah.
Right.
He'd always be going the hardest.
Yeah.
And would have been probably into the bit of acid and stuff like that. A bit. And then smoked weed for...
Forever,
like constantly, basically. And I think...
And when he went to college, did that kind of stop when he was becoming a personal trainer, or no, he was...
Yeah, no, he was smoking a bit, but all the other stuff stopped. He went totally clean, he wasn't
teetotal.
drinking. Yeah, he was as fit as a fiddle, like he was a beast, And then he was going steady with a girl, and then that ended, and then since then, up to he was hospitalised once, I think, and then he just kind of suffered for a good while until 2023. We had to kind of force the issue and get him into hospital.
2 years, 3 years.
Even kind of set him up a little bit, like.
Before you just go into that bit, because do you know what? This really, really something that I was actually only talking to a girl yesterday about her husband who commits suicide through psychosis and stuff from using steroids and stuff. When we talk about psychosis, for me, it's mind blowing, because people always say it's scary, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
If he was suffering from that for a while, like what does that look like when somebody what's it like to be around somebody that's suffering in a episode, we'll say, if you know?
Yeah, so there's levels of intensity to it, where he'd go through a phase where it would be steady enough, and he's not. So he would have moved back into the family home at this point. My mother, my father, my oldest brother lived there, and I lived next door. So he'd come into me, when he was doing all right and things were steady. We'd watch a match or something.
Yeah.
He got to a stage when he was drinking that's when it got really kind of dangerous in a way. And other than that, it's always there, but sometimes it would.
What you mean in dangerous? Just give us a little, what you mean,
So it would be, he'd get so drunk on whiskey that he'd be smashing his laptop on the ground and accusing people in the family of being part of the what was going on. He thought that the whole college thing. What happened was he actually quit weed, and that's when it started.
Yeah.
Wow.
When he quit.
It's like my friend when her husband quit steroids.
The brain tip tricks.
Yeah. So everything from that time when he quit got involved with the delusions, with the kind of conspiracy or whatever. Yeah.
So it's a real conspiracy in his mind. He's fully convinced.
And it's ongoing all the time. But sometimes it would come to a head where he gets so frustrated and what is going on? And then it would. I think I can never say what was going on in his head, but I would have
figure it out and then try and go, there's nothing going on. But and then the more you're saying there's nothing going on, he's going with his fucking all lying to me.
And that would be a mess in the head as it is. If you're fully convinced something is happening right under your nose, and somebody is sitting there beside you saying, "No, it's not. That's not happening." That's going to send you off your rocker anyway, because you're going to be like, "How is he saying it's not when it is?" Because I heard when they're in a psychosis episode, it's a real. Nothing's going to tell you it's not happening when it is.
God, that's scary as fuck.
Well, you're questioning someone's reality. You're not even questioning a belief.
That's
so it's
right.
like me telling you that Joe's not sitting there now.
Yeah,
and then you believing that he is.
Yeah, you're going to go off your head.
So and that's how frustrating it gets, for people.
That's hard.
So it's your whole reality being questioned, put into doubt, and then, I'd be trying to get into it with him. I'd be like, who are they?
Right, okay.
You'll get them.
Right, but so you're
so close,
lighting them out, but keeping it in.
Trying everything.
Yeah, of course.
It's such a powerful thing, the schizophrenia. Even that word in itself is a bit kind of, harsh or something. Yeah. And it kind of, to me, it's sort of, it doesn't demean the person, but to label everyone with the same, it's such a complex condition that I think calling it schizophrenia it doesn't.
I think the psychosis probably fits it better, doesn't it? That it kicks in more so when it's extreme.
Did he ever say he'd hear voices or anything or things like that?
Yeah, he would never admit that there was something wrong with him or any issue with his mental health. It was just, and that's the most difficult thing, because it's a belief, it's a reality that he has. He would never. It's everyone else that's the problem, and not you. You know, when you're in that scenario, it's like everyone, the whole world is against me here.
Yeah,
and that's what it felt like for him.
How long was he like that before then? Like
it was building and building, and then he was up in the hospital, up in Blanche Hospital. Then he kind of submitted to the medication and kind of went into Blanche Hospital for a few weeks. And then came out, and we thought he was flying.
Right.
One thing that's really bad, or that really affects people's mental health, is when they lose their sleeping pattern. When their sleeping hours lose any sort of structure. That's the worst thing that can happen for your mental health, I'd nearly say. When you lose track of what time of day it is, and you don't have any sleeping pattern.
And you've no structure going in, they do this at 8 o'clock and this at 5 o'clock.
No routine.
So he had no routine, he wasn't doing any work.
Yeah, but when he got out, he had that again. And he was taking medication, and we thought everything was...
Yeah, going well.
We thought he was coming back to us, in a way. And it was his 37th birthday, and we had a bit of cake up, and my brother lives in the village just up the road. And then on the Saturday, he asked me to do Tai Chi with him. Some instructor that he met through the program he was doing in the hospital. And then on the Sunday, he watched the hurling All-Ireland final with my dad. Which these are things that he never would usually do. And then
really? Right, okay, so you reckon that he was planning?
I don't know. And then on the Monday...
It kind of sounds like he was settling into himself a bit, like, and just going through the motion of it, and you wouldn't know.
See, then he went missing then I saw him on the Monday morning, and I asked him to go for a walk with me, and I was like, I love that Tai Chi, let's do it next week. Like, I'll do anything with you, I said, let's start doing stuff together.
That's heartbreaking.
And then he went missing then, and I thought, he told me that he met some lovely Indian girl up in the hospital, and she was after getting out as well, and I was like, he's bleeding dirtbag, he's gone off for her now. So I just went and done my thing, and I was actually doing a Tuesday. It got serious, like we were like, oh, this is bad now, and we out searching for him and stuff.
How long was he missing for at this stage with Tuesday?
It's overnight, like,
you hadn't seen him for the full day before.
Yeah. So it was, when was it? I think it was Tuesday morning the last time I seen him, actually, not the Monday. It's all a bit of a
I can imagine.
Yeah, and then there was if you want to get into there was one spot where we hadn't looked. There was an old shed out the back of my house where I lived, like, and my oldest brother rang me and basically said, look, there's one place that we haven't checked, and my sister lived next door to me, and she'd seen him kind of rooting around out there a couple of days before, and I was like, right. He goes, Dan, would you mind checking? Like, my brother said to me. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And while I was about to go in the door of this shed, my eldest brother came out. He's like, no, let me open it. Like, and then there he was, and the two of us, just chaos. Then we're a very close family as well. You see, it's just
I feel that I can hear that straight away. Even
for a couple of years, it affected me, and even talking about it at all, because you'd be worried about how the people who feel things stronger and express emotions stronger in the family what they would say about me talking about it. Right. But I've got to the point where I'm like, nah, I don't mind talking about it.
Do you know, it's as hard as it is for your family and everyone to hear that, because it is very, very, very fragile, vulnerable conversation. But if you don't want to go into it, it's fine. But it's something that maybe people in these situations need to hear sometimes, to know that it can go that far, and there's a fine line between thinking somebody's okay and they're not. Do you know? In that moment when that happened, can I ask? He obviously took his own life. Did he? Yeah. It's very hard. Himself. Ah, Jesus, that's very hard.
But I always believe, and in the moments after and in the days after it, you have to decide what way you're going to deal with it. In your own head, the decisions that you make about how you're going to frame things are very important. So I said to myself, right, he was killed by that disease.
Yeah.
This is not him. And it hasn't been him for a long time.
No, definitely not.
So there was I said, I'm not having any animosity towards him.
No, of course.
No.
He's an inspiration to me.
Yeah.
And now he's part of me, and I'm going to carry him forward. And that was my thing.
And you always speak highly of him, man, because me and you spend a lot of time up and down, gigging up and down the country, and you're like, fucking, we always have good banter and that. And I remember one time you're like, you remind me of hanging around my brother, because you know they did a bit of banter. I felt nice that you said that, because I was standing there and she nearly cried. But it was nice to know that you're still connection of people. Yeah. And you're looking for that sort of, that type of little spark out of them. And I said, we said it before, anyone that takes their own life, they're not themselves. It's a sickness. No one in right mind would want to leave you behind and do that to your man, your dad. And you know, his right mind, he wouldn't have done that at all.
Yeah, and you know, when you're talking about his illness, explaining it to us and how he felt, and that must be really fucking hard to live with. His reality compared to our reality is a very scary place to be. And then telling you, well, you need medication because you're not well. Oh, you're not. That's not happening, Joe. That's not happening, Joe. And you're like, no, but it is. It is.
Fucking so scary.
That would screw you up so bad that you would be like, I need to get out of here.
Did you ever actually question your own mental health? Did you actually ever actually did it? You said that as if you do it on a regular basis. No, I just remember years ago going in my own head. Did you? I remember I was going through shit and I was just like, what the fuck? And I said, actually saying to myself, am I going mad? And then I went, I'm actually asking myself, am I going mad? So there's something's not right. And I need to fuccking change my little circumstances on me out what am I here? Do you know what I mean? And that's when it makes. But
the best way to sum it up for me was he was going through a good phase at one point and he was feeling real good. Yeah. And I ordered 2 fishing rods and all online, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it now. We'll go away somewhere quiet where there's no cameras and there's no phones and there's nothing. I'm gonna drive off and he first of all he said to me, look, the reason why I can't do that is because that's one of my good memories. And he says, until I find out what's going on, I can't do that, because I want to keep all my good memories, because I have good memories of that when I was younger. Right. And I was like, can you just like explain to me, like, do you think all this stuff is happening to you that you believe is happening, that people are after you and that they're trying to, and you don't know what they're trying to do and stuff? And he said to me, he goes, look, Dan, I'll put it to you this way. If it is happening, I'm fucked. And if it's not happening, I'm fucked.
Yeah. God.
So he was like, either way.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Like, there's no way out for him.
No.
There's no way out. You know,
that was
only way,
that's what makes a little sense, though. If it is happening, he's fucked because of what he's thinking is bad. And if it's not happening, he's fucked because he's bad. His thinking is wrong. And he doesn't need to be thinking like that. And it's that scary as well. Like, that's 2016. That's way before COVID, like when the world got scary. Imagine being slightly there or nearly there when that COVID came in and having all that,
going
what
on.
we saw on the televisions and the fucking you hanging the clothes.
I remember saying to him during COVID, I went into his room and he was like, you know, it's a mess, and he was like going through it, you know. And I said, do you think it's bad what's going on with you? I said, you want to see what's going on out there? And he's like, is it bad, yeah? I was like, yeah, it's fucking brutal, man. Everybody's gone mad. I said, you're actually fucking doing better than everybody else in here. He's like, all right.
Yeah, love it.
And listen, how would you find that you process it now? Do you feel that you've...
Well, the way that you frame it, and if something shocking like that happens or something really tragic, even the hour in the aftermath of it is really, really important for the way that you frame it going forward, I think. And yeah, I'm proud of the way I dealt with it. I'm proud of myself because I took him down. I see it like a warrior taking another warrior down, and my little nephew didn't have to do it. My ma didn't have to see it. Nobody else had to do it. So I feel like I did that for him, and I'm so proud that I could do that for him,
heartbreaking,
and that I could be there for him, and so I'm just proud of him and how brave he was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to just get over it.
What's his full name again? Dylan Stevens.
Dylan Stevens.
Well, that's in memory of lovely. Dylan Stevens. If we have a picture of him,
and you know what?
And that's what, but the way I framed it then is it helped me to not be angry with yourself, not be angry with myself or guilt or anything, and I know that I did everything I could.
Of course, yes, all did. And you're all coping a bit, and everyone copes in different ways. So your mother, father, and your other brother, and your sister,
and my brothers, they all cope with it different. And
and I remember being with you on another time, Dan, and you were telling me we were going doing gigs together a lot, and then you were like, you know what, I just haven't got the head for you. I had to go in for counselling, and you didn't like it. you didn't like it, and I get that as well. Then the counselling bit that you get when stuff has to be said, or you have to say it out, or you're listening to someone saying something you didn't really like. There was
counselling.
I'd
be looking for material the whole time.
But like I can say that that's a tough thing to deal with as well. You have to get out and deal with it as well. But it needs to be dealt with, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I kind of have my own way. I kind of have a chain with his ashes on it.
Lovely.
So that's brilliant. That's nice. But I'm quite a realist. I don't kind of see things very spiritually, or I'm kind of maybe a bit, in some ways I'm a bit too like black and white, and that I kind of see reality for how it is. Yeah. And I don't sit there like mourning about him. I kind of just have decided to
it's done.
Take him as like part of me.
Yeah, but that was part of it. You had that experience with him as a brother all his life, and it's people that are ended that way, and other people lose people through different ways. And so we deal with the death and whatever, regardless of what way the death has happened.
And just on the conversation of mental health, just for someone that's dealt with someone close in the family, does there seem to be any element of that in anyone else in the family, or was it would you have put his mental health down to the addictions? Down to the not the addictions, the weed and the drugs, we'll say.
I think that was the trigger, but it was definitely, it's in my family,
right?
Both sides, so it can be hereditary, I think,
right?
Like in the genetics,
right? And is there any ever like fear looking at anyone else's family? Think is he the same signs or anything, or it's not?
No, not. I'd say I'd be I have a touch, I'd say.
Right. Okay.
You need to be,
I feel like
to be a comedian, I think you need
you need to be something.
But you definitely have the mine is a different way of thinking about everything else. But plus, I remember you saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you got into comedy, you doing something else or something. Right. You said, you know what, I'm not going to hold back. Was that as well a little bit? Or were you started already, or did you push yourself?
I was doing it a year when it happened, and I used to go in and show him what I was doing.
Right. And then, but because that you said you were, I think I remember saying you were like just going to stop because you hadn't got ahead, and you thought, no, if anything, he'd want me to get on with that, and moved you and pushed you forward.
Yeah, and it's a great distraction.
Yeah, of course.
And people say bad things about distractions, but if it's a distraction that's not destructive, bring it on.
Absolutely,
100%. Yeah,
just keeping your mind distracted, and you're not stewing in your own thoughts all the time.
That's true.
And you know, you get up and you get on with it, and you like help people laugh now and stuff. You know, so you're doing amazing, Dan.
He does get up.
Okay. Is he not funny, Joe?
He does get up. No, he's playing brilliant. No, he is.
Imagine if I had said, if you were like, what was his name, and I was like, Stephen.
Stephen.
I'd be like, that's me, man. That's me, man.
That would have been funny if you said that.
You should have done that.
That's dark. That's a dark.
Yeah, but we do like a bit of black comedy, don't we?
No, Dan is a great comedian, and if you get to give him a follow, obviously Dan Stevens, and he has as well his own podcast, the Dan Stevens Show, I believe.
Oh dear,
it's very good. I've watched a few of your episodes.
What kind of are you like in an Everything Goes podcast like we are, or have you got a mainstream?
No, Everything Goes. I do one solo episode a week and one with a guest. And
very good.
I've tried to get just anyone on that'll do it, really.
Dan, how do you find doing solo episodes? Like, is it just you and a microphone?
Yeah.
How? What's that about?
Once I have something to talk about.
Yeah. So do you find a bit of content to think, right, like we'll say, want to talk about the Joe Irish podcast, we'll just say for argument's sake, would you just spend the whole hour on that? I
do 20 to 30 minutes usually on the solo ones.
And then the other side of it is when you say even doing a solo, so if we was to come here, do a solo, well, mostly because we had to steal that with cars there, but you literally doing this on your own in the fucking room with a closed door, not one other person in the room with you.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
That's weird. If I was doing solo show, I'd be doing this, but I'd be like,
you'd be trying to talk to Carl.
I'd be like talking me rants of my subjects and having a conversation with him, but just talking.
It's a special kind of talent, even though I think that I could come in and talk about something. You know, I run Sister Sheds. I could probably talk about that. Talk about Connect. Talk about Joe. I could say a lot about Joe, you know. But it would get a bit like, am I saying like, will I just keep going here? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you.
I think your man does it. Mark, I can't think of his fucking name. I'll throw it.
There's a man that does it that has millions of followers.
He's a Dublin fella. He's quite posh, and I've seen a few of his clips. At first, I was watching, going, "What's this all about?" But then the more his clips are on, and he's just ranting. Yeah. He's a bit go loud, and he just rants about stuff as well. But it's quite funny. But he's doing very well. We were in the Olympia. At one something was going on in the Olympia. We went in earlier on, was talking to your man. Said your man has this fella sold out, and then another promoter said. So it does. You can gain an audience from just having your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rant. It would be. I kind of figured out now.
Whatever way it is.
Yeah,
whether
stories.
It's
I like telling stories.
So that's what I was just going to say. What would it be? Like if you were to do a solo today, we'll just say for argument's
Well, I'm
sake.
doing one later tonight.
So just tell me quick.
The solos are out on a Friday and then the guests are out on a Tuesday morning.
Right, so if we let
and I know what I'm going to be talking about tonight.
If you don't want us to put that on this, but what would
No,
you talk
it's grand.
about
I'm talking about, so there's a woman that came into a cafe yesterday morning.
Right.
And she was asking the woman behind the counter about allergy information. And they had a massive row. So I'll be talking about that.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
Let's hope so. Just over there.
You would not believe what happened.
It's definitely not going to be educational. Him talking about pharmaceuticals.
Well, I'll be looking
allergies.
forward to that one.
You look like you pass around allergies, not studying them.
What's the name of the podcast?
The Dan Stevens Show.
So should call it Stevens Show.
STEPHENS, by the way.
So that's on YouTube.
YouTube, Spotify,
subscribe.
Apple. Spotify's my main.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's forte. Well, that was an absolutely belter, Cat. We could go on.
It was,
go on and on and on. Why we are melting as
Can I say one thing before I go?
Yes.
No. Well, hang on.
I was on.
Go on then.
Now this is a bit of a rant. I want to warn one of your listeners.
What? One of my listeners?
One of your listeners or viewers.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give a warning now.
Warning.
Because I was on the early episode of this.
When it was just Joe Erdish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
great podcast it was as well.
Joe told a story. Do you remember this? Joe told a story and I was listening intently, right? Enjoying the story.
It was me and Patzer.
Yeah, and Patzer and
they were both listening.
Both listening to Joe's story, and then I see it was a clip. You put a clip out.
Yeah, very good clip. Went really well.
Yeah, and someone wrote under it, Joe, I love you, but not that other dry shite. So whoever that was,
Yeah.
I'm an ex-convict.
He has a DUI.
An American hillbilly comic. Give it up for Dan Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Episode number 35. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who's tuning in. Give it up for our amazing co-host, Shireen Hughes. Thank you, Shireen, as usual. An amazing, sponsor that we've got rolling in. Connect,
Travel.
follow, share, subscribe, fucking get in touch.
And it's Connect Travel 26.
Okay, it's a bit much,
Just
but whatever. And I give it up for Carl. Thank you. We're going to rush out with this because we're melting it out there. We need a 99. And I'm Joe Erdish.
Yeah, you're Joe Irish.
I'm Joe Erdish. Thank you. Good night, good day, good morning. God bless.